guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Happy end of Wicked Souls' release week. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie Wismer. I have 6 books out currently. I'm an author and an editor. Wicked Souls just came out on December 7th. This is my 6th book. It's the 2nd book in my Marionettes series, and today's video is going to just be kind of wrapping up how release went, talk about the things that I did differently, things that I'm planning for the future, and just all of that kind of stuff. I've put up several other videos this week for release week, so if you missed those, I'll have them linked down below. I've got one on how much it cost to publish this book, a release day vlog, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's just talk about how release went. If you have yet to read the book, if you want to pick up a copy, I'll have all the links down below. This is a new adult urban fantasy romance kind of series with vampires and witches. It has very graphic content, so know that going in. Lots of blood, gore, violence, sex, all that kind of stuff. It's currently in Kindle Unlimited. You could also get the ebook as usual on Amazon, and then paperbacks are everywhere. There is an audiobook coming. It's just been delayed a little bit. It should be out within like the next week or two, hopefully. If you want to stay caught up when that drops and all other news regarding my books and whatnot, you can subscribe to my newsletter over at katiewismer.com. Before we move into the rest of the video, thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring. Ana Luisa is a jewelry company where honestly the majority of my jewelry is from. I absolutely love them. I think they're really high quality, and they're also very affordable for the quality that you get. My earrings are from them, my necklace is from them, my rings are from them, and they're having a huge sale right now, so definitely jump on that if you got to get some last minute gifts or just get something for yourself. Their holiday sale is only going on for a few more days, and it's buy one get one 60% off. They are my go-to place for earrings and rings. I absolutely love their stuff. I also love how sustainable the company is and how much of a focus they put on taking care of the planet. You know, that's a huge priority for me. Would highly recommend checking them out. I'll have the link down below in my description. Without further ado, let's get back into the rest of the video. So where to start? First of all, just like overall, I'm really happy with how this release went. I feel like I say this every time. I had no idea what to expect with this release, but that's because like all of my recent releases have been so different that I have truly had no idea what to expect. This one in particular is a sequel, so you can't read this without reading the first book. The first book came out relatively recently. That was in August of this year. That really limited like the pool of people that would buy this book, or the people mostly who have already read book 1, you know? So I was kind of preparing to see low numbers with this release, and it very pleasantly surprised me. I've also seen a huge surge of reads for book 1 now that book 2's out, so I've been pleasantly surprised. Especially because this go around, I feel like I did a lot of things differently with this release. Mostly in that I didn't do very much for this release. I felt like it was a quiet release. In the past, I have put a lot of money into releases where I've hired companies to do like a book blitz, and I've done all of these like things to try and promote the books, and I never found them to be that helpful. So this go around, I didn't hire any kind of marketing help for this release. I didn't hire any help for the cover reveal. I didn't even send out arcs of this book. Not a single arc went out, so there weren't any reviews on release day. I didn't do any of that stuff this time around, and I have found that to not negatively impact this release in the slightest, which I'm relieved because I wasn't sure if that was a bad call. But this release really did go off without a hitch, and I'm very grateful for that. My thought process was, you know, this is the 2nd book in a longer series. If I'm gonna do like a huge marketing push for this series, I want to wait until there's more books out. And I've been like pushing people back to book 1 since it came out, because that's where you have to start. So that's really been my focus with marketing. So of course I've posted a lot about book 2 coming out. I've mainly been focusing on posting on TikTok, but I didn't want to pour a lot of money into this release because I didn't think that was the best move right now. This was my 3rd book release of the year, which is kind of crazy. Book 3 will be coming out next year in November, so I have a bit of time before the next book in the series comes out. However, I guess I'm gonna do like a mini announcement in this video, or like a teaser announcement, because I'm not like announcing it, but I was saying this on my Instagram stories today, as I am so bad about keeping secrets, and I have this secret project that I've been working on, and I've been wanting to share it for so long, and I haven't been able to, and I'm just like itching to tell somebody. So I told someone today, but I know everyone has been messaging me and like commenting and stuff saying like, I can't believe we have to wait till November for book 3. So all I'm gonna say is book 3 is still coming out in November. I'm still working on my standalone, which I'm hoping will also come out sometime next year, but you will be getting another book from me in February, guaranteed. Next year. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's not the poetry collection either, if that's what you're thinking. You will be getting a new release in February that I'm very very excited about. It's not Gracie's book either, if you're thinking that. It's truly a secret project. It's something we have not talked about on here. If you want to guess, feel free to comment down below. But I'm really, really looking forward to this. I don't have a date set yet. If you want to know, subscribe to my newsletter. I will announce it then. But now you have something to look forward to in February that I hope will help tide you over a little bit. I'm not going to go into like specific numbers and like show you my spreadsheet or anything for this release, but within this first week that the book's been out, we've seen about 700 sales. Definitely not my most successful release, but as a second book in a series, selling 700 copies in the first week, I'm really happy with that. And like I said, I saw a ton of new people pick up book one, so I am hopeful to see those numbers continue to grow as more people start the series. That's more than I was expecting, to be honest. With it being the second book in a series, I was not expecting a huge release. Like I said, the pool of people who could buy this book was limited to people who had read book one. So I'm very, very happy to see that. I'm happy with that for sure. We made back all of the money that we invested into this book with the pre-orders alone. So overall, I really can't complain when it comes to this release. I think everything has gone very well. And in addition to that, the reviews have been happy. So I was really, really nervous about this book release because I love this series so much, and there was such a good reaction to book one. The majority of people really liked book one. So then there was this pressure with book two, and I was nervous about letting people down and people being disappointed in the book. So I'm very relieved that so far people seem to like this even more than the first book. It's funny, I was saying this in the release day vlog. I was like, I know people are going to be upset about two things in this book: the cliffhanger and the sexual content, and both of those have already come up that people have been upset about. So everything has gone as expected. But yeah, overall, I'm very pleased that other people are satisfied with the second book, that it met their expectations, that they liked it. That's what I was really nervous about. I just really hoped the people who liked book one liked book two. That was all I could hope for. I worked so hard on this book, and I'm really happy with the way that it's turned out, and I'm just very happy that other people feel the same way. So some other things that have been different about this book release, like I said, I've really been focusing my marketing on TikTok, and I have found that to be incredibly successful. And then I also have done a ton of newsletter swaps with other authors, which I have not done in the past. I do that through BookFunnel, and I've definitely found that to be really helpful as well. And hopefully everyone who subscribes to my newsletter and everything has been enjoying getting, you know, book recs from other similar authors as well. So those were really the two main things that I did to promote this book. I posted a lot on TikTok, and I sent out, oh, I guess this is something we could talk about. I did this thing with my newsletter where I sent out a newsletter every other week on Tuesday, and I think it ended up being 4 emails total with something special in it leading up to the release, in order to try and like build up some excitement. And I think that was successful. People seem to like these newsletters. So, like, I sent out a bonus scene from Reed's point of view. I did an early cover reveal for book 3. I sent out a sneak peek so you could start reading the first chapter early. And so I definitely saw my open rates with the emails improve over the weeks, because people were like anticipating our Tuesday emails and like what was the new surprise gonna be. So that was a fun way that I feel like I built up some excitement for this release as well. And then in each of those 4 emails was when I was doing the author swaps with other authors. So I really enjoyed doing that. I definitely want to do something like that again. As of right now, the moment that I'm filming this, like I said, I didn't do any arcs for this book, and it's a longer book, so it's been a little bit slower to see the reviews roll in, which was expected. So far on Goodreads we have 70 reviews, and then on Amazon we have 23 reviews. So I'm happy with that, considering the no arcs thing, and it's only been out for a week. If you've read the book and you haven't reviewed on Amazon, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you so much if you already have. So now the only thing we're really waiting on is for the audiobook to finish up, and I am continuing to work on book 3. I'm like 35 or 37,000 words into the rough draft or something like that, and it's going really well. I'm really happy with the way that it's going so far, but it's been even more challenging to write than this book, which this book was a hard book to write. So I'm glad that I gave myself plenty of time to write this next book, which is why it's coming out in November. Thank you for being patient. I know it feels like a long time to wait, but I hope you will think it's worth it, and I hope the release in February will make you feel better. Anything else to talk about with the release? Some things that I've learned from this release that I'll probably be carrying over into other releases. Like I said, I didn't do a ton, or I didn't put a lot of money into the release for this book, which is kind of my plan for book 3 in this series again. So I'm glad that it worked well. I definitely plan to do more of a marketing push and more ads, like focus on that once the series has more books in it, because I feel like there will be more return on investment once there's more books for read through. If there's only 1 or 2 books to send people to, there's only so much you can make if people buy those books, you know? So I'm really kind of biding my time and I'm holding back and I'm waiting to do a big marketing push on this series until we've got more books out or it's complete altogether. With that said though, when I have my standalone come out next year, that's something that would probably be different with that release. Is I'll probably put more money into that release and tweak my strategy because it's not a book in a series. So that's kind of what I have found. I do different things for books and series than for standalones for sure. If you have any questions about this book release, any of that kind of stuff, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. And thank you guys so much for being a part of this book release. I hope you enjoy it if you choose to pick up the book and the series. I'm having so much fun writing it, so I'm really happy to see people are enjoying reading it. The signed copies, if you ordered one, are supposed to get delivered to me today, and today is the 14th. So as soon as I get them, I'm gonna start signing them and packaging them up and send them out sometime this week. So I am very hopeful that you will get them before the end of the year. One of my cats just went into the litter box, so this is a great time to end off the video. And don't forget to check out that link down below in the description for Ana Luisa if you want to sweep in there before this great sale ends. Last minute gifts, something for yourself. Highly recommend. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you guys in our next one very soon. Bye.
No. Pretty Caroline, oh, 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 stone